Verse 11, he turned aside my steps and tore me to pieces. He has made me desolate. He has filled me with bitterness. He has walled me about so that I cannot escape. He has made my chains heavy. Though I call and cry for help, he shuts out my prayer. You ever feel like that? God's not listening to me. I don't know why. My soul is bereft of peace, and I have forgotten what happiness is. My endurance has perished. So has my hope from the Lord. God chose to include this in the Bible. God put this in there for you who suffer because God knows how you feel. And God needs you to know that he knows how you feel. Because sometimes what you need is not theological reasoning. Sometimes what you need is a God who walks through this with you. This I call to mind. Therefore I have hope. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. How do you know the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases? In fact, you're going through something and you may be thinking right now that it's because God is mad at you about something. God is punishing you for some past sin. How can you know with that assurance that God's mercies overflow for you every morning? Here's how you know. The gospel of Jesus Christ. Because the gospel is not that you're closer to God and farther from God based on how you've lived. The gospel is that you're close to God based on how Jesus lived and what he did for you. So how I live does not determine my closeness to God. What Jesus did determines my closeness to God. He faced condemnation. So now nothing can separate me from his love. No condemnation remains for me. He will never leave or forsake me. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. Even when I go through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil because God is with me. I got his position of favor because he got my penalty of condemnation. We traded places, the great exchange. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore I will hope in him. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul who seeks him. It is good for one to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord.